Good morning, everyone. It's Debbie with Mystery Quilts Anonymous, and I am going to show you just a quick thing for our New Year's Day mystery. This is clue 1 I'm working on. You should have everything already cut. And this is clue 1 that I'm working on. For the first block, I tell you to take the biggest blocks and cut them on both diagonals, which will give you 4 triangles each. What we're going to do, because they're already mated together, because I ask you to mate them first and then cut them on both diagonals, what we're going to do, I have black thread in here so you can see what I'm doing, is when I say start at the 90 degree, let's put it up against my shirt where you can see, the 90 degree is always the square or the right angle. Okay, so we're going to start there. And that's going to be, I say, with your number 4 fabric under, and I say with your number 2 fabric under. Okay, so the 4 is on one side, obviously. This is my 4, and this is my 2. So let's just start with the 2 on the top as it goes under the machine. Okay, my machine's already set up, and we'll just go. So when you do this, you're going to go all the way right down to the bottom. Hope you can hear me. Okay, so that's 1 with the fabric 2 on top. So this one I'll do with the fabric 3 on top. Again, starting at that same 90 degree angle, fabric 4 on top. We're going to do the same thing. And then I'm going to show you the difference, why it's important that we have one or the other on the top. Okay. I always just like to trim off that dog ear. I don't know, it's just a habit. I trim off that dog ear as I go. Okay, so here we go. This is the one where we had number 2 on the top. And you'll notice that the 2 is on this side. That's my right side. Okay. And the other one has number 4 on my right side, same position. Okay, so in the end, we are going to attach those, which I have already done once, so I could do this video. All right, so that obviously is the 2 on one side. You're going to get this, and we need 4 of these. This is fabric 4, fabric 2, fabric 1, and the other one, okay, the big triangle's in the same position. There we go. And this one, these 2 are opposite that one. You also need 4 of these. Okay, so that's easy. 4 of these, 4 of these, and finally for that clue, we are making flying geese. This is for the border unit. So if you're not doing the border, which you do have enough fabric for, this will be your first border. And in my opinion, at least the first border is necessary to finish off a couple of secondary patterns. I'm just saying that, and that's the only clue I'll give you. Okay, so that's really easy. Now with this one, a lot of people do ask me, do I mate the bottom corner or do I mate the top corner? And I'm going to show you. So right here, we have that big triangle and the small triangles. Okay, and they get put together. I'm going to move the camera a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Just going to move it down a little bit. Hang on. Oop. Hang on there. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Okay, so there you can see the triangle. And you can still see part of me. Good. Okay, there's that triangle. I don't want to mess that one up, so I'm just going to tip it back. Okay, and then we're having one on one side and one on the other side. And a lot of people say when you make this flying geese, do you make the bottom corners or do you make the top corners? It's a very good question. For me, I always mate the bottom corner and make sure that that is mated. My reason for this, and it's a very good reason, is I can trim that top off now, and when I flip that back and I put this one on mating in the same place, right on the bottom, and you flip that back, that gives you your 1/4 inch seam allowance at the top, okay? You always need to have that 1/4 inch at the top. This one will be there by default when you stitch it to the next one. So just remember, always mate the bottom one. I'm gonna stitch this one for you so you can see what I'm doing, and I'll show you the finished product, okay? And why I do it that way. All right, mating that bottom corner, making sure that both fabrics are at that corner. We're going to start at that corner and stitch to the top. Okay, find my little doohickey. Okay. Again, I'm obsessed with cutting off that triangle. I'm sorry. I'm going to do it again right here so I don't have to do it later. And now for this triangle, if I leave that up there, then I have to sew through all this up here at the top. But if I cut it off, then I have a straight edge. So I leave it, and I actually cut off all that dark triangle from the back. So it's exactly on the same angle as the other one, which gives me a bit of a better straight line at the top. So now I'm going to mate that other side in exactly the same way. Now you can stitch from the bottom or the top, whichever you prefer, whatever's more comfortable for you. I do like to finger press that back so that it lays more flat. This one, then we just start right down and do the same thing. Okay, trimming off that edge. You can see up here at the top that I still have a triangle that I need to cut off, but I'm actually going to leave that until after I press it. But you can see that I have my seam allowance here at the top. This unit is going to be, when it is complete, I have one complete. When it is complete, you can see it all trimmed up at the top. Okay. And this unit is going to be 4.5, sorry, that's a lie, 5 by 9.5, 6.5 by 12.5, or 8 by 15.5 when you're finished with this unit. The other units that we are working on, remember where did I lay them? You know, these. Both of these sets, they will also be your 9.5, 12.5, or 15.5. I'm sorry, you can't see my face. Anyway, that's it for clue 1. Very easy blocks to put together. It should take you, here they are. It should take you clue 1 blocks. 1, 2, and that border block, 3. Okay? That should take you, I don't know, it took me about 15 minutes actually to get all 8, 9, 10, 11, all 12 done, because you need 4 of each. You need 4 flying geese. Remember, 4 this way and 4 this way. Easy peasy. I will see you very soon for clue 2. Have a great day.